Welcome to the Paytech Show. In this episode, we are fortunate enough to have two experts with us who will share their insights and experiences on how the shift to real-time payments is transforming the banking industry. Our first guest is Christian Luckow, a Senior Vice President at Danske Bank over in Denmark. Now, Christian will be sharing his experience on how Danske Bank has been adapting to real-time payments and the challenges they've faced as a result. Our second guest is Simon Wilson from Valantic, a leading provider of banking software solutions. Simon will be giving us an overview of how Valantic is empowering banks to keep up with the innovation and speed of real-time payments. You won't want to miss this insightful episode of the Paytech Show. So, Simon, could you please tell our viewers a bit more about yourself? Could you tell us your full name, your job role, and your organisation?
Absolutely. So I'm Simon Wilson. I am the Managing Director for Transaction Automation at Valantic, and a lot of our business focuses on the payment space as well as some others, but doing lots of work with clients in the payment space.
Simon, could you please tell us about what are some of the challenges and maybe opportunities that are coming out of cross-border payments now that people are expecting payments to almost travel real time?
Yes, that expectation word is great, because I think what we often see is people's experience in their real kind of consumer lives as an individual are transferred ultimately to the corporate world, even when it's B2B, and the same's true of payments. So that expectation of speed is something that the industry's come under a lot of pressure on. And I think it's made great progress. If you look at SWIFT, I think the latest figures are something like roughly 70% of the SWIFT network payments that are cross-border do go through within 5 minutes. Now, that's not instant, but given the complexities, that's pretty damn good. But I think getting that last 30%, getting that 5 minutes down to 30 seconds or whatever it is very challenging. I think it's challenging operationally to be able to deal with the complexities of real time and cross-border in such a short space of time. But I also think it's challenging in terms of the technology change that is needed and how unsuitable legacy systems are. We've seen banks take different approaches at different speeds. Some are further in that journey of replacing their core systems with ISO native systems. Some are doing message transformation around the edge. To be honest, most are doing a bit of both in different ways. But ultimately, if we are to see the advantages realised of real time for customers and of the additional data that the new ISO standard kind of brings into play, then new technology is needed in order to make things kind of smoother, more efficient, leverage that data in providing better fraud, sanctions checking, etc., and to provide new services and things like that. So it's a challenging area, but we see a lot of customers taking a very proactive approach to it, and obviously helping many on that journey as well.
Especially in Denmark, instant payment has been around for quite a while, and it's very heavily used. And we're starting to see that cross-border payments is the next thing that people are expecting. Customers have kind of gone from, which I think it's quite fair, why can I make a payment to my sister in the next town within a second? But if I want to make a payment to, as my sister lives in Sweden, to her, it takes 2 days. Doesn't make any sense. It's only 30 minutes away across the bridge. But that is where we're moving towards. But as you can imagine, different legislations, different jurisdictions. It's not easy to do anything cross-border.
Could I get your perspectives on where, if we take what we've just discussed and we distill that down into the future, where is this going to lead the payments industry and Danske Bank in the future?
I think kind of twofold. For us internally, I think that in some ways my area is going to be, I wouldn't say less interesting, but less busy. We have this massive hump we need to get over the next 3-4 years, and then I think things will stabilize a little bit. The core payments will probably go back to being a little bit like we used to know it, that we just want it to work, but it's not where we want to put heavy investment into. But it just enables so much more that everybody's talking about. On top, instant payment is one of the things. There's a lot of areas where instant payment is still not a thing. Germany is not heavily using it for businesses, for instance. So I think that's why we're moving, that we need to get over this big hump of everything changing, and then we can start focusing on the actual customer value again.